Hi guys, welcome back to KK16. Also ignore my messy closet behind me. Sorry about that. I just was scrolling through Facebook and I saw a video and it really made me upset. And so I'm sorry, but don't watch this if you're going to get triggered about my opinions on whether or not sports should be competitive or not. So yeah. So I was scrolling through Facebook and I saw this video saying taking the competition out of sports. First of all, this has to be a joke. All sports are competitive. Like chess, which isn't even a sport, is competitive. Other stuff other than sports are competitive. Board games, blah 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 blah. All right, I just hit myself in the face. That's okay because I don't really care. Literally all sports, there is some kind of competition in it, unless you play ballless soccer and ballless basketball, because apparently that's a thing now. What? Ballless soccer? You mean the sport where you kick a ball into a goal? That's a thing? Yeah, I guess so, apparently to Facebook, which I hope is not true. But I forgot I'm wearing makeup. Anyways, so I got really mad because I'd like to say that I'm a pretty athletic person, that maybe I'm even an athlete. I do love sports and I play quite a few sports. I have played quite a few sports in my lifetime and I just love doing sports. It's just my thing, and I'm a very competitive person, obviously. That's why I'm in sports, and I want to win every time I do a sport, you know? And obviously, I don't believe in comparing yourself to others, physically or mentally or, anything like that. But, competition should be in sports, because without competition, it isn't a sport. You know what I'm saying? There has to be some motivation behind the sport that makes you want to win, and that is competitiveness. In soccer, you want to win against the team that you're playing against. That is a motivation to win. That is a competitiveness to win. And yeah. So I'm in competitive cheerleading right now. It literally has a word, competitive cheerleading. Wow. If we take the competitive part out of cheerleading, then we would suck. Honestly. We would have no motivation to be better than anybody else. If you take the competitive out of racing and track, then literally nobody would want to run. What's the point of running if there is no competition? If you don't want to be the person in side to you, you want to win, that is a competition. That is a motivation. One thing that really upset me about this video, ballless soccer, is that the ball they use is invisible. And I'm literally about to cry about how angry and upset I am about this. But it's okay, just kidding, I'm not gonna cry, I'm not that emotional. Okay, anyways. The coach was like, the only difficult thing about this is that the ball is invisible. And that the children get it mixed up. Really? Something people can't even see is getting lost? And wow, I thought everybody could see an invisible ball. This is news to me. Not. Obviously, it's gonna get mixed up if you're playing soccer with no ball, with a ball that isn't there. That would be so boring to watch as a bystander trying to watch this sport. all you would see is kids kicking the air. Like, are you kidding me? I will name all the sports that are competitive, literally. But there's a lot of them, so I'm going to do a few. Wrestling, boxing, martial arts, let's see, cheerleading, let's see, dancing, that's pretty competitive too. I know some of you don't consider that a sport, but I do, and it is a sport, and it is competitive. Okay, let's see, tennis, volleyball, football, baseball, track. Oh, soccer, basketball, I'm pretty sure I said those, but still, all of those, bowling, okay, let's see, another sport, golf is competitive, another sport, swimming, competitive, all of these things are competitive. If you take the competition out of that, then there's no point in being in that sport. There is no point for it to be a sport. Competitive people are mainly in sports. Like, the competitiveness that person has in their body will be their motivation. Like, last year I was in track. This year I'm planning on being in track again. And my motivation was to be everybody else. And you know why I needed to be everybody else? Because of the competitiveness. I wanted to win. I wanted to set an example of our school that we were good runners and good athletes. That was my competitiveness coming through in a sport. Where else are you going to put your competitiveness? If you want to be an active person, if you're competitive. Personally, I'm not great at schooling. So I don't want to put my competitiveness into my schoolwork. Like, no. Like, I want to do something that I love, and I love to do sports. And my motivation for doing those sports comes from my competitiveness, you know? Like, for example, in school, there is no competition in turning in your homework, really, or paying attention in class, really. So that's why, personally, I don't really like doing that. It's boring. There is no adrenaline rush. There is nothing fun about it. However, if you're in a race, you know, and you really want to win because you're fighting for something, and you know, and you really want to win, well, there's your competitiveness, and there's your motivation. Wanting to win is your motivation, and that's all I have to say. So, leave a like if you don't believe in ballless, in basketballless sports, in ballless soccer, in ballless basketball. Honestly, I hope this was fake. I honestly hope this is false news. Like, please, who came up with the idea of no competition sports? Like, are you okay? Like, I understand playing with an invisible ball may have creativity and imagination involved in it, but it doesn't make any sense. And I'm sorry if this triggered some of you or made any of you upset. That's just my opinion. And I will go through with this opinion no matter what, because sports are competitive whether or not you like it and whether or not you want it to change. They will always be competitive, and if they aren't competitive, then I hope I die before that ever comes. Till I see you next time, this was my first video of 2018. Peace. Oh, by the way, I accidentally stabbed myself with a knife while cutting a lime, so that's fun. Peace.